Many still use a file server to keep their assets when working in InDesign, and especially when you are working remote, access via VPN can be an annoying adventure. Do you know how much time you have spent waiting for photos to download, or searching? Where the hell's the folder I'm looking for? Has someone renamed or moved it? So my only chance now is to do a search, hoping that the search term is found. And which is the latest version of the file? Cloud services like Dropbox or Google Drive seem more suitable if your IT department has solved all the security and compliance aspects. But again, the data is stored in a folder structure that I either know well or not, and I have to search. A limited number of filters does not always lead me to the result that I want. And cloud services do not store deleted or overwritten versions for any time that I want. 30 days, for example, is a common period. Wouldn't it be much better to use a DAM system like vjoon 7 instead? It offers so much more features and makes your life easier when creating layouts in InDesign. Do you want to know how? Let me show you. To finish this story about Paris, I'm going to need to find some appealing photos. All I need for this is an internet connection and 7 in a browser. And voila, I immediately have an overview of all my team's images, texts, spreadsheets, and videos centrally stored here in 7. First, I'm using a simple keyword search to find the Eiffel Tower. And here we are. I choose this one and drag and drop it directly from the browser into my InDesign layout. It really is that simple. But of course I need some more images, and they should not only show just the Eiffel Tower. Paris has so much more to offer. So I switch back to 7 and I use the keyword Paris to extend my search according to our topic. That's a lot of images. To further refine my search result, I'm going to combine my keyword search with filters. The images for the Paris story are from our photographer Phil. Since he doesn't fall in this top 5 here, I'm going to use the autocomplete to set the filter to his name. To save on budget, I'm also going to filter and search for photos that I've already purchased. Since I have another urgent project to finish up and I don't want to rerun my search, I'm going to select all the images and gather them into a collection. When I want to continue working on my Paris layout, I simply open my collection and I'm back to the images that matched my previous search result. Okay, let me have a look. I need 3 more images in my design, and I'm going to drag and drop these with the place gun into my InDesign layout. Let's see which one I'll use for the title. I guess it's going to be this first one. Yep. Now I'm going to place the other 2. And there we are. And I'm done. It's not just the drag and drop that makes 7 so easy to use, but also the way an image is referenced. In the InDesign links panel, the image is not referenced via a file path into a folder structure, but a URL that references the asset. Anyone who wants to work on the layout or article where the images are already placed doesn't even need to be logged into 7 to see a printable image or even generate a printable PDF, for example. All that is needed is the 7 plugin for Adobe InDesign and internet access. And what happens when the placed image has been edited in 7? If I still have the layout open, the same little yellow update icon appears on the image frame and in the links panel as I'm used to, and I can update the image with a single click. If I open my layout after a placed asset has been edited, the current version of each asset is automatically loaded. And that's because 7 properly versions all the assets. My layout is always up to date. With 7 as a central content hub, I can store and quickly search large amounts of assets. Keyword searches and filters can be suitably combined to deliver precisely tailored search results. A URL references the assets, and all you need is internet access in the 7 InDesign plugin. No third-party solution, no VPN connection, and no mounted volumes. You always have a high-res image available, even if you're not logged into 7. And if new versions of your placed assets are available, you will see this immediately and can update them directly. So, why are you still using a file system, cloud service, or any other DAM? Go for 7. Do you want to know more? Visit vjoon.com.